So good morning, welcome back to the vlog. We're back here on Redhouse again. I got here about 6:30 last night. By the time I'd had a good look round and got all my gear set up, it was quite late, so I didn't bother doing any vlogging last night. Plus I really wanted to stay inside the brolly because the mosquitoes were really bad yesterday, and yeah, every time I went outside the brolly they were just on me. I had the mozzie mesh on my brolly and the citronella candles, so when I was inside I was alright, but as soon as I went out that was just horrendous. So but yeah, I settled in the swim over in the corner over there last night. It was a good vantage point, so I could see the whole lake, so I could move on to any shows this morning. I had every intention of moving this morning, so yeah, it was just a quick get in there last night, actually just get set up and chill out. So I'd just like to say cheers for Ben for coming to speak to me this morning. It's nice to meet you, mate, and thanks for your nice comments you said about the vlog. Yeah, really appreciate it, and the tips that you gave me about fishing this place as well. Taking them all on board, so hopefully that'll help me actually get a fish out of here. I'd also like to say thanks for all my subscribers. It's really good. I've got 415 now, so yeah, I really appreciate everyone subscribing and supporting me and my vlogs. Hopefully they're getting better and a bit more informative. And if you're new to the channel, just hit the subscribe button. Also hit the bell icon as well, and every time I upload a new video you'll be notified of it. And appreciate a like, and any comments you put on the vlog as well, I'll do my best to reply to. So yeah, I'm just gonna get out there, get the lead and rod out, see if I can find a few spots. I'm gonna have to wade out, I think. It's really weedy in front of the swim, so yeah, I'm gonna wade out, get the lead and rod out, and find some spots. So I'll get back to you in a bit. Going to be fishing quite a tight line because it's really weedy out in front of me. It's quite fine onion weed, and it's from bottom to top really, and to about 4 foot of water. So yeah, I'm going to fish quite a tight line through that because I'm going to be fishing over the back of it. Because I'm fishing quite a tight line, I'm going to be fishing a fluorocarbon leader. I've tied some leaders up with just some leg clips on, and instead of a normal tail rubber, what I use is these little silicone sleeves, and they just come off a lot easier. They slide on quite nicely, but they just come off a lot easier than a tail rubber, which is what you want in like this weed. So yeah, I'm just going to fish the silicone sleeve on there. So with this fluorocarbon leader, because I've had it on my little chod safe, as you can see, it's all twisted. So first thing I need to do is get the twist out of that. So the way I do it is, so just hold my leg clip in one hand, and then I'll just run it through my fingers and thumb. So I'll grip onto it quite tight and pull it till you can feel it start getting hot on your thumb, and then just try and keep a nice even temperature. Don't pull it too hard because you'll burn yourself, and you'll also cut yourself as well. So just keep pulling it through, and the heat straightens the fluorocarbon out, and just keep doing that until you're happy with it. It doesn't take a lot. These are about a 2 metre leader I'm using here, so it's going to be quite long. But like I say, in this weed, that's a 20-pound leader, so that'll give that a little bit of extra protection against the weed if I do get a fish. So yeah, that's about done. So yeah, it doesn't take a lot. And another way you could do it as well, just rub it on your knee. Like I say, you're just trying to generate the heat in the fluorocarbon, and that just gives us memory back. There you go. See, nice and supple again, and that'll sit nicely now. So the way I join this onto my main line is a back-to-back grinner. So I'll get my main line from my rod, about 2 foot, and I'll get the fluorocarbon, and basically I want to pass it up the opposite end. Like so. So you've got the end of the line facing one way and the fluorocarbon end of the fluorocarbon leader facing the other. Yeah. And what I'll do is I'll just grab one end. So I've got the fluorocarbon leader there, the end of it, tag end. Just make a loop, like so. And then I just hold it in my finger. And then what I'll do is I'm going to pass that through that loop 4 times. Like so. So you've just made like a loop, like a grinner knot, and then just wet it. Always wet your knots. And then pull it up, but don't pull it up so the knot gets really tight, because you need to pull them together in a bit, and that can damage your line. So now I've got my main line and the fluorocarbon leader together, so I'm going to find the tag end of my main line. I'm going to make a loop, and when you make your loop you always want to make sure that your main line is coming round and coming away again, so it's going down your leader. And then going to get the loop, and I'm going to do the same again. I'm just going to pass it through that loop 4 times. One, that's a bit fiddly. 2, 3, there you go. 4. There you go, and then you get that loop again. So wet it again and pull that knot up, but don't pull it too tight. Then what I'll do is grab the 2 knots, one on either finger, wet both the bits of line, and then let go of the knots, and then just pull them together ever so gently. You'll see them 2 knots just slide together until they more or less just meet. And then what I do is just get that tag end with that piece of line and hold on to it. That tag end with that piece of line and hold on to it. And then just pull them, and you'll see them 2 knots start to tighten up. There you go, and then pull it together. There you are. That's a really strong knot. So that's a back-to-back grinner knot. And then just cut your tag ends off nice and close. Always make sure that you're cutting the right bit, the tag end, and not the actual piece of line. I've done that a few times. Cut it nice and close. There you go. That's a back-to-back grinner knot, and that's not coming undone. Look. So yeah, that's how I tie my leaders. So I've got about 2 meters of leader there. Be more than enough. So yeah, let's get some rigs tied up and get them on. So here's the rig I'm going to be using on this session. Going just a multi-rig, tied up with the 30-pound quarter semi-stiff end trap, and the weedy green, and that's a size 4 on there, size 4 deception angling TWG hook, and that's basically just going to sit on the bottom like so, and that piece of pop-up maize is just going to sit just nicely off the bottom like that. So when the fish picks up, that's just going to lift straight up like that and turn onto the bottom lip. So yeah, that's going to be the rig for this session, and that's tied to the fluorocarbon leader. Just a lead clip. So hopefully that's going to do the business. So yeah, I'm going to walk them out and just put a little bit of bait around them. So it's all 3 rods out on the money. Walked them out through the weed, and yeah, just dropped them down onto the spots that I'd found with the marker lead. Just over the back of the weed really. Still a little bit weedy around the rigs, but yeah, where I did drop them, that's quite clean. but it feels quite silty, and I didn't really want to go out too much further because I was right to the top of my chest waders. So yeah, I think I'm out of the reach of the swans anyway, so they shouldn't be going down on my bait. So yeah, just drop the rigs down. The baiting strategy I'm using on this session is just a bit of hemp, some maize, there's a few maples in there, and a bit of party blend, I think, and just a little bit of cap oil in there. So yeah, just scattered a 2 or 3 scoops over each rod when I dropped them down, and then just brought the rods back in, basically trying to keep a tight line over the top of this weed. So yeah, I'm hoping this this weed blowing in here isn't going to move the rigs, to be honest. I've got 4-ounce leads on there, which are the heaviest I've got with me. So I'm hoping that don't drag the legs back. Should be alright, because like I say, I'm trying to get over the top of the weed. So yeah, as you can see by my rod tips, it's a really tight line. But yeah, that wind's blowing lovely in here now, and you can see the weather's really changeable. It keeps coming overcast, and then we'll get a break in the cloud, then it gets overcast again. So I think we're due a bit of rain. So yeah, it's looking very promising, to be honest. I think these conditions are about the best they've been since I've ever fished on here, to be honest. Lovely warm wind, westerly wind, northwesterly wind. So yeah, I'm just going to get myself something to eat in a bit and kick back, and hopefully we'll have a fish on this session. Good evening. Well, it's about 7:30 now, and not a lot's happened, to be honest. Managed to get all 3 rods out. I staggered them. I was going to put them all on the same spot, but I've staggered them a little bit because there's very little clear spots out there. But I'm just a bit concerned that weed on the surface is pulling my rigs. I've got really tight lines, but yeah, I'm just worried that my rigs are moved. The middle rod and the right hand rod seem alright. They still seem quite tight and quite high off on the water, but the left hand rod has gone quite low on the water, so that's got quite a lot of weed on the line. So I'm wondering whether I might just bring that one in, put a solid bag on that, and just lump it out to near the gravel bar. Touch wood, the swans haven't really been a pain in the arse so far, but that could all change in the middle of the night. I've no doubt I'm going to be getting lots of bleeps as the night goes on with the swans going through my lines. They tend to come in a bit closer as it gets darker. So yeah, not a lot to report. So yeah, I haven't had my tea yet. I'm going to have some tea. Kind of hoping there's going to be a nice sunset tonight with them clouds over there. If they clear a little bit, we might get a nice sunset behind them. So if we do, I might get the drone out and see if I can get a nice sunset. So if you don't hear from me again tonight, I'll update this in the morning. So yeah, good night. So, good morning. It's about 7 o'clock. Yeah, it's been another quiet night. Pestered down with rain all night. It's got quite windy as well. The wind's changed, it's now blowing a northwesterly. Again, it's right in my face, so I had to have the brolly zipped up right last night because otherwise the rain would have just pissed in. But yeah, not a bleep, not a single bleep. I didn't really hear any fish either, to be honest. I kept waking up every couple of hours. But yeah, at least the swans didn't really bother me last night. I thought they'd be a bit of a pain in the arse, but no, they didn't bother me one little bit. So yeah, I'm just wondering whether my rigs have been moved because of the weed. There's a big bank of weed that's pushed into here, and yeah, I'm wondering if perhaps just drag my rigs along a little bit. My lines are still quite tight, but they're a little bit further down angled in the water, so yeah, I've got a feeling that my rigs have been moved. So yeah, I'm going to give it another couple of hours, let everything dry out, and then I'm probably going to start packing up and get home. It's Friday now, like I said, and there's a few people now turning up, so yeah, just going to finish my coffee and reassess the situation, and then probably have a bit of a slow pack down. So yeah, looking like it could be another blank, another Redhouse blank. So as prime as the conditions look, that's my lot, I think. Yeah, there was a lot of fish showing out here this morning, about an hour and a half ago, but all the shows have stopped now. But the conditions are prime really. Look at the wind blowing in here, it's lovely. So yeah, I think that's my lot now. I'm going to have to get the rods in, get packed up and get home, I'm afraid. So yeah, it's a shame really. Shame I couldn't have stopped another night, but yeah, I've got things to do in the morning, so yeah, let's get the rods in. Yeah, look at that, solid weed on there. That's definitely have dragged that rig. Solid. And that rig was well buried in the weed as well. I think it was on a clear spot when I put it out last night, but yeah, look at that, that's just that shitty onion weed. It's no good to anyone, that. So yeah, get the other rods in, get packed away and get home. Well, another Redhouse blank. So there you go, that's Redhouse for you. There was fish in front of me this morning, so I decided to pull my rods in, put a couple of PVA bags out, solid bags, tied them up in the rain because it started pissing down my rain, got them out, and within 10 minutes the fish just seemed to have disappeared again. So yeah, I hung out for a couple of hours. The guy next to me had a tench, so yeah, I decided that's enough for me today. Be on my syndicate next time. Next week I'll be on the syndicate, so the next vlog will be from there. Again, just like to thank everybody who subscribed to my channel and all your support and great comments. I really appreciate it. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, and every time I upload a new video you'll be notified of it, and like this video as well. So yeah, until next time, thanks for watching. Cheers.